Well, greetings to everyone. On behalf of CCF Beyond, we want to thank you for your support, your prayers, just the many ways that you encourage us in our ministry around the world. It's already the end of the first quarter, and amazing how time flies, but we see God at work, and we want to share just a little bit about what He is doing so that you can be encouraged and continue to partner with us. First, I want to talk about what God is doing in Northeast Africa. As many of you know, we are working in an area of the world there that is very difficult for ministry. There are very few Christians in the places that we are working, most people from a Muslim background, and we have been doing training for the last 5 years. We are seeing God build a movement in that area. Now, through some of our partners, we have been encouraged to work in areas where there are no believers at all. There are now 5 places that we are targeting. One of them we have already started working in. We have sent people that we have done training with. It's amazing, in this one village that we went to, we were told that in the past, Christians were told, don't come here, they are not welcome. But because of the compassion of Christians in the midst of the difficulty that they have gone through during the war, they said, Christians, you are now welcome here. They said, even if you want to start a church in this place, you can come here. And by God's grace, that's exactly what we have done. We've started doing outreach in a village that previously had no believers whatsoever. Now there is a church there. It is a thriving group of new believers. We are targeting 4 other areas that, again, places where there are tribes with no believers at all. So by God's grace, He is doing amazing things, and it's because of your partnership, because of your support, through your prayers, that we're able to do that. Another place that God is working is in East Asia. It's not easy, stringent government requirements, persecution on the uprise. It really has been more difficult for us to accomplish training. 2 of our pastors that were there doing training in that area of the world were arrested along with 50 other people that they were doing training with. They were taken in, slaughtered, they were interrogated, their cell phones were taken, their laptops were confiscated. They weren't sure what was going to happen, but we mobilized people to pray here in the Philippines and even other parts of the world. Through our prayer chain, I know that there were hundreds of people that were praying for them. And by God's grace, they were released. All of their equipment was given back to them. They were able to return to their places safely back home. So by God's grace, He used your prayers to make sure that nothing worse happened to them. Now, we don't know what the future holds for the ministry there. We know that the government authorities are watching us, so we may have to be a little bit more careful in the future. But by God's grace, we are trusting Him to continue to reach out, to apply the training that they are being given, and to see new groups, new house churches form, even in spite of the persecution. God is also at work in our international church plans. Even in the midst of the pandemic, God was continuing to grow our satellites, our house churches around the world. But for the last 3 years, we haven't been able to get together. So this year, in 4 out of our 5 regions, we will be hosting leadership conferences for people from those regions. Pastor Peter, Pastor Danny, and I, as well as other leaders, will be going there to encourage them, to give alignment, to keep people on board with the plans that we have for the future, because we believe that God is going to use ICP to continue to reach out to the tens of millions of Filipinos that are abroad. We believe that the harvest is still plentiful, so please pray for us as we host these conferences. They will be a time to be able to reunite, to be able to rekindle the passion for making disciples all around the world. So once again, on behalf of ICP, our international missionary partners, and all of CCF Beyond, thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your prayers, for your financial support, for your involvement in what we are doing around the world. May God bless us all as we seek to make disciples of all nations.